In this video, we're breaking down the majors Luke Littler has yet to claim, why they matter, and what it could mean for his career if he does. Whether you're a die-hard darts fan or just curious about the rise of this young prodigy, you won't want to miss this. For all his talent, his meteoric rise, and the records he's shattered, there are still gaps in his trophy cabinet. Majors that have slipped away, tournaments he's yet to conquer, and moments that could define his legacy even further. It's something we all know. At just 17, Luke Littler has already rewritten the rules of darts. From jaw-dropping performances to becoming the youngest player to hit a televised 9-darter, his career feels like it's been written in the stars. But even the most extraordinary journeys have unanswered questions. So, what's missing? Is it the World Matchplay, the Premier League, or something else entirely? And more importantly, what will it take for him to fill those gaps? Stay tuned, because the story of Luke Littler is far from over.
And another. Very dangerous. Double 15!
Despite the glittering trophies and jaw-dropping milestones Luke Littler has already stacked up in his young career, there's one glaring omission that even his most die-hard fans can't ignore: the World Matchplay. Held annually in the iconic Winter Gardens in Blackpool, this tournament isn't just another event, it's a crown jewel of darts, a stage where legends are made, and so far, it's a stage Littler hasn't conquered. The World Matchplay is where drama meets precision. The unique format, the raucous Blackpool crowd, and the pressure of longer matches make it a true test of mental and physical endurance. For all his brilliance, Littler hasn't yet lifted that iconic trophy. It's not for lack of trying, he's come close, thrilling fans with his fearless play. But the title remains just out of reach, and that's what makes it so tantalizing. Now, let's not forget what Littler has achieved. At just 17 years and 347 days, he became the youngest ever PDC World Darts Champion in 2025, a moment that sent shockwaves through the sport. Imagine, a teenager, barely old enough to drive, outplaying seasoned veterans on the biggest stage of all. Then there's his Premier League darts triumph in 2024 during his debut season. That's right, he didn't just compete, he dominated, proving he could handle the grueling weekly schedule and the pressure of facing the best in the business. But here's the thing, that greatness isn't just about what you've won, it's about what's still out there. The World Matchplay is that missing piece, the one title that could elevate Littler's legacy from phenomenal to untouchable. So, will he claim it? And if he does, what will it mean for his career? The story of Luke Littler is still being written, and the World Matchplay might just be the next chapter. Stay tuned, because if there's one thing we know about Littler, it's that he thrives on proving the impossible is possible. The World Grand Prix, a tournament that's as unique as it is unforgiving. Known for its infamous double start format, it's a test of nerve, precision, and mental toughness. And for Luke Littler, the teenage sensation who's taken the darting world by storm, it's a challenge that remains unconquered. Littler's debut at the 2024 World Grand Prix was anything but smooth. Facing Rob Cross, the 2018 world champion, in the first round, Littler found himself in a battle that highlighted both his brilliance and his inexperience in this particular format. The match was a roller coaster. Littler fought back from losing the first set to level at 1-1, but Cross, cool under pressure, sealed the win with a stunning 88 finish on the bullseye. For Littler, it was a harsh lesson in the ruthlessness of the World Grand Prix. Debut didn't go to plan as I would have liked, Littler admitted afterward, reflecting on the loss. But overall, I enjoyed my performance. Fair play to Rob. It was a gracious response from a player who, at just 17, has already achieved more than most do in a lifetime. Yet, the World Grand Prix remains a glaring gap in his otherwise glittering resume. What makes this tournament so tricky? The double start format means players must hit a double before they can start scoring. It's a rule that adds layers of pressure, forcing even the best in the world to recalibrate their approach. For Littler, who thrives on rhythm and momentum, it's a format that demands patience, a trait he's still honing. But let's not forget the bigger picture. Littler's rise has been nothing short of extraordinary. In 2024 alone, he's won 9 titles, including the Premier League darts in his debut season and the Dutch Darts Masters, where he defeated Michael van Gerwen in the final. He's also the youngest ever PDC World Champion, a title he claimed at just 17 years and 347 days. These achievements are a testament to his talent, but they also raise the stakes. Every time he steps onto the stage, the expectations are sky high. The World Grand Prix loss to Cross was a reminder that even the brightest stars face setbacks. Fans were quick to point out that Littler's new darts might have played a role in his struggles, with some urging him to return to his old set. Whether it's the equipment or the format, one thing is clear: Littler is still learning, still growing, and that's what makes his journey so captivating. The World Grand Prix isn't just another tournament, it's a puzzle he's yet to solve. But if there's one thing we've learned about Luke Littler, it's that he thrives on challenges. The question isn't if he'll conquer the World Grand Prix, but when. October 2024, Dortmund, Germany. Littler, the boy wonder, steps onto the stage for his European Championship debut. The crowd buzzes with anticipation. He's the Premier League champion, the youngest ever world champion, and the player who's made the impossible look routine. But darts, as Littler would soon learn, is a game that humbles even the greatest. The European Championship is a tournament where Europe's elite darting warriors gather, each armed with precision, ambition, and the hunger to etch their name into history. For Luke Littler, the teenage sensation who's already rewritten the darting rulebook, this is one title that's still just out of reach. Enter Andrew Gilding, the unassuming veteran with a knack for pulling off shocks. Known as Goldfinger, Gilding played with the calm of a man who's seen it all. Littler, on the other hand, looked uncharacteristically out of sorts. Gilding raced to a 3-0 lead, his checkouts clinical, his demeanor unshakable. Littler fought back as he always does, leveling at 3-3, but the momentum slipped away. A missed 156 finish here, a loose dart there, and suddenly, Gilding was cleaning up 47 to seal a 6-4 victory. "It's the last thing I expected," Gilding said afterward, almost sheepishly, especially with the way Luke has played lately. But that's the thing about the European Championship. It doesn't care about reputations. It's a tournament that demands perfection, and on this night, Littler fell short. For Littler, the loss was a stark reminder that even the brightest stars have their off nights. It was his third consecutive first-round exit in a ranked TV major, a stat that belies his otherwise phenomenal year. But here's the twist: setbacks like these aren't the end of the story, they're the beginning of the next chapter. The European Championship is more than just a missing title for Littler. It's a challenge, a puzzle, a mountain he's yet to climb. The format, the pressure, the sheer quality of the field, it's a test that separates the good from the great. And if there's one thing we know about Littler, it's that he thrives on challenges. So, as he dusts himself off and prepares for the next battle, one thing is clear: the European Championship isn't just a trophy, it's a rite of passage, and for Luke Littler, the journey is far from over. Will he conquer it? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure: when it comes to Littler, the best is always yet to come, and the European Championship might just be the stage where he writes his next masterpiece.
The second time we've seen him on the World Series. Is there anything this young man can't do? Luke the Nuke.
Let's rewind for a moment. Littler's 2024 was nothing short of extraordinary. He claimed the Grand Slam of darts, outlasting the best in the business with a mix of flair and fearlessness. He conquered the World Series of Darts finals, proving he could shine on the global stage. And in 2025, he added the UK Open to his collection, a title that cemented his status as one of the sport's elite. These victories weren't just wins, they were statements. But the Players' Championship finals? That's a different story. Fast forward to February 2025, Wigan. Littler, now 18, found himself locked in a quarter-final thriller against Gerwyn Price, the Iceman himself. Both players averaged over 100, the crowd on the edge of their seats. Littler fought back from 4-2 down, taking 3 consecutive legs to level the match. But Price, cool as ever, sealed the decider with a 14-dart finish, ending Littler's hopes in dramatic fashion. It was a match that had everything: 167 checkouts, 6 180s, and a level of intensity that only darts can deliver. But for Littler, it was another near miss. "Still earned a few quid today," he quipped on social media afterward, brushing off the critics with his trademark wit. Yet, beneath the humor, there's no doubt the fire burns brighter. A tournament renowned for its unpredictability, the Players' Championship Finals is where only the toughest competitors rise to the occasion. Littler came agonizingly close in 2024, battling his way to the final, only to see the trophy slip through his fingers. The Players' Championship Finals is a unique beast. It's not just about skill, it's about endurance, consistency, and the ability to perform under relentless pressure. For Littler, it's a challenge he's yet to conquer, but one he's more than capable of mastering. And let's not forget, this is a player who's already achieved more by 18 than most do in a lifetime. The Grand Slam, the World Series, the UK Open, these aren't just trophies, they're milestones in a career that's rewriting the rules of the sport. The Players' Championship Finals is the next mountain to climb, and if there's one thing we know about Littler, it's that he thrives on challenges. Luke Littler's journey in darts has been nothing short of extraordinary. He's already a PDC World Champion, a Premier League winner, and a Grand Slam of Darts title holder. So, what's holding him back? What's missing perhaps is that final piece of experience, the ability to navigate the unique pressures of tournaments like the Players' Championship Finals, where consistency and mental toughness are tested over grueling matches. But let's be clear, Littler's potential is limitless. He's already achieved more by 18 than most players do in a lifetime. His ability to learn, adapt, and rise to challenges is what sets him apart. The missing titles? They're not a question of if, but when.